Hi, what's up everyone? Logan Stern here, and right now we are about to hit a high volume arm workout, and with that I'm going to do my warm-up. I'm going to show my warm-up routine today. Give you guys a full warm-up routine, break it down. It only really takes about like 10 minutes, my leg day one takes like 15-ish, but this is just my full upper body warm-up routine I do. It's really easy to do, so it doesn't take that long. So don't come up to me and be like, "Hey, can't warm up, I don't have time." I'm just gonna be like, shut up bro, because this takes literally 10 minutes max. It might take a bit longer today because I'm demonstrating, I'm gonna be talking, but it doesn't take long, it's definitely worth it. I'm gonna talk more about benefits and stuff, but I always do this for every lifting session for legs. Like I just said, I add a little more so it takes a bit longer, but without further ado, let's get started.
So to start off my warm-up routine, I actually begin with a couple minutes of foam rolling with my back. So the purpose of this is just to get blood flowing in the back and also like crack up my spine area or whatever, just so my back like doesn't feel stiff. It's really helpful for that. So right now I don't go super hard with it. I don't like try to hit like a ton of like tissue or whatever. Like I don't do like deep tissue massage right now. I do foam rolling outside of my training warm-ups, just so I can like get the tissue work in, like for legs and back. But whenever I warm up with whenever I do any kind of workout, even if it's just arms, I try to hit my back because it's the foundation of everything, right? When I do legs, I don't really even hit my legs with the foam rolling unless like there's a tight area. But I just think this is great for like getting your back like feeling better and just get a strong foundation and everything. So I'm like just using a basic foam roller I got online. I've had it for like a year now. I only spent a couple minutes doing it before my workout. I think I timed it here. I only did like 2 minutes and 15 seconds about. But what I do is I start with my lower back area, kind of work up. The next, once I get to my lats, I kind of like roll around there, and then I roll around my entire scapula and traps, kind of like rotate my body, and then I just hit it overall and really try to hit this spot in my neck where I can like feel like a comfortable pop, just knowing that like I'm moving tissue, I'm like moving things around the right way. So that's what I start my warm-up out with, and then I move on to my active stretches, which is really quick. I'm going to show next, and then do my band warm-up routine as well.
Alright, so we're going to start with some active stretches, dynamic stretches. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do stretching movements that aren't holding your muscles in a position for a long time, because that can actually cause an injury and decrease performance of it. So what we're going to do, start off with some head rolls, do 5 on each side. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2. And now we're gonna do some arm circles. We're gonna do it like this, 5 each side, on each arm, each way. So 2, 3. This is great for stretching the pecs, which is kind of an area that has been problematic for me in the past. Now we're gonna do some air flies. So we're gonna go like, basically like a fly, but we're gonna go over and under. We're gonna do 5, we're gonna do 10 total, alternating arms that cross over. So now we're at 6. Obviously your goal is not to get a huge stretch. We're also gonna do them like in this manner, this direction, but 5 each side again, alternating. So the goal isn't to get a huge stretch, but just get like the muscle warmed up so it's ready to lift and get the muscles a little looser. All right, now we're just gonna do some of these quickly. I just like doing this, just really hits the pec. I got some mini arm circles, 5 each side, and some forearm circles. You go like, I go 10 each way. I go 10 clockwise and counterclockwise each arm, so you can go quick with these too. Cool. Now we're gonna do some wrist rolls. So I do 10 each side. I do wrist and ankles simultaneously, just saves time. 10 each side, each arm and leg. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need a little more than 10 sometimes. Alright, so now we're just gonna do some toe touches real quick. And then you go up to like a Y raise. And we're gonna do 1 straight down. We're gonna do about 10 total, but we're gonna do 4 where you get out to the side, each side. You might be wondering why we're warming up everything, not just arms, since that's what we're in today. It's because your back and everything else is kind of supporting, you know? And it's just good to warm up and keep mobility. It doesn't take long, so it doesn't hurt to do it. Let's go a few more. Cool. So, and finally, we're just gonna do some, I just like to call it shaking my wrists out where I go. Just like shake a little bit. Might look like you're having issues, but who cares? Doesn't hurt. There you go. All right, so now we're gonna do some band stuff. I'm gonna be out there in a little bit, but I have one of the bands we do in here, which is basically like raising it over behind your neck and doing some pull aparts. So this is the big reason I have my hat off, because I just knock it off whenever I don't have my hat on. So you just want to get to the point where you're able to pull it apart. Like it's too loose right now, so I'm just like looping around my wrist once, just to get some tension. You don't want to go overboard, but bring my hands a little closer too. So we're start like doing this, like I'm using pull aparts, really focus on retracting my scapula. Kind of like getting in a bench press position. I'm gonna do 12 reps, so. I lied, I did 16. I usually do like 12 to 16, so now I'm just going to be over my head, behind my neck. We'll focus it on really firing out my deltoids, especially my rear delts, my rotator cuff. Ooh, and the shoulder prop. 6. I think I'm gonna do like 16 again. I'm gonna do 12 to 16. Cool. Now I'm gonna show you guys what I do with the band, like my back and shoulder warm up with bands. Like at this point, we're just trying to get the muscles firing. Not really trying to get into this, we're just getting like primed to move and boost some blades. Also focus on my mind muscle connection as well. Can't talk really well today, guys. But I'm gonna put my band right around this thing. I usually try to like get to about like roughly this level, sometimes a little higher or lower. I'm gonna face my camera this way too. That way you can actually see it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with some, what I like to call band rows. So I'm actually gonna go a little lower, I think, just below the notch. Cool. So I do like 20. I really focus on trying to retract my scapula and feeling in my lower lats. 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I'm gonna do like I'm gonna do 3 for each arm. Do 3, 1. I'm really focusing on getting my lat and contracted. Now I'm gonna do one more outwards. I focus on my rear delt more. 3 out this side. 1, 2. Okay, now we're gonna do 10. We're gonna do like 20 lat pullovers. So 1. Really focus on feeling your lats fire up. All right, so that's it for back. Now it's shoulder time. So I'm gonna loop it up here around this like little thing that sends off the pole. I'm gonna go to the side again. This is a little higher than I like, but it's what I got to work with. So first of all, we get tight and turn around. I'm pulling this side of the band more this way, having more tension, more slack, so that way I can get further, but not like too much tension on it, so that I can do it. I'm gonna go this way, I'm gonna do like 12 to 15 lateral rotations, so. Focus on keeping your arms still. 60. Okay, now we go up here, and I'm bringing my humerus up to here. I'm gonna try to pull up to here, while also not like making sure my arm doesn't just go out. I'm gonna try to keep my humerus relatively like in line with my body. It's like I'm gonna go a bit forward, but do my best. At this point, you really wanna focus on trying to like feel it in your rear deltoid. And this is a great rotator cuff warm up. So we're gonna do 12. Now I'm gonna do forward. I really try to track my back and focus on like firing up my entire trap area again. So 7. Okay, now I'm gonna do 4. Really try to bring it back. Focus on firing up the lats. And then we do this thing called like outward rotations. I don't know what they're called, but we kind of start here. Go out, I go a little more this way to focus on my traps more, but I do one direction to kind of focus more on my rear delts. A lot of this honestly just comes down to feeling your muscles and your mind muscle connection. Engage in arms. I'm gonna do 10 total. Now I'm gonna do the other side without even talking, just so I can show you guys how quick this really is. Because we're almost done with this, so. Okay, now, this part. Cool, guys. That is basically almost everything except this one last part, which is also really quick with bands. So what I usually do is, depending on what I'm training specifically, I try to like do an exercise that hits it, an isolation movement, just to get like warmed up. Really, all that really is for me is I'm doing arms today, so I'm just doing some push downs and curls with the bands. I'm gonna do like 20 reps quick and then like 10 to 12 focus reps. So I usually just do this whenever I'm doing like any pressing movements or pulls, just to get my joints warmed up. Just great for warming up your joints, that way you don't get injured, you know, and it doesn't hurt. So I'm gonna put this, I hope you can see right here, I think you can. More. So loop this up here, do some quick push-ups. 20 real quick and like 10 to 12 really focused ones. So cool. Obviously not how you want to train. I have no control of the weights, but I'm just trying to like get my muscles like warmed up and fired up, you know. Then some curls. Curls for the girls. Maybe I'll throw a few hammer curls in. So. And that is it today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Send this to someone who goes to the gym and doesn't warm up, or try this yourself. But thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video.